Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to give you guys a heads up on some PC game deals from your good friends and my good friends, I should say my good friends at GOG, although it seems like they're becoming the consumers' good friends as well. They've got some great deals right now. We'll highlight those, and I want to give you guys a heads up on the Prime Gaming freebies, and then also the Epic Game Store freebies. That is quite good this week, I have to say. So we'll talk about that as well, but we'll get to that at the end of this video. Just the free stuff in general will be at the end of this video, and we'll cover the GOG deals right off the top. As far as that's concerned, I want to give a mention to the Call of Juarez bundle. This is a super underrated deal and an underrated franchise. 80% off for $6.29. Call of Juarez Bound in Blood, and Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Now, if you know me, Wild West is literally one of my favorite settings for a video game, and yes, obviously a lot of that is from a little game called Red Dead Redemption, but I do like games such as Desperados 3 as well, and Call of Juarez. Call of Juarez, while it's no RDR, is a pretty good Wild West experience in its own right. Now, bear in mind that these games are a little bit on the older side, although Gunslinger actually surprisingly does hold up fairly well. Bound in Blood and the original, those games are super old, so just keep that in mind. But if you like the Wild West setting, if you're okay with games a little dated on the action side, this is going to be one you enjoy, and $6.29, think that's a really good price. Taking Wild West a little bit differently, Weird West Definitive Edition is 85% off for $5.99. Discover a dark fantasy reimagining of the Wild West, where lawmen and gunslingers share the frontier with fantastical creatures. So it's got a little bit of the Wild West elements, but then it's also a little bit more on the fantasy side as well, calling it Weird West. And I really liked Weird West. There were a lot of aspects that I appreciated. There were some shortcomings. There were a lot of bugs and glitches that I do know they've updated the game since its release, and it's gotten better as far as the technical issues go, but the game itself has a huge emphasis on its choice making and decision making, and that's not just narrative based decisions. That is there, choosing the dialogue options and everything like that, but how you tackle the game from a gameplay standpoint and how you complete objectives actually has lasting consequences throughout the entire playthrough. Not only do you like that, because if you have a decision driven game, you want those decisions to have lasting consequence, but on top of that, makes the game fairly replayable as well. Had a really good time with Weird West. It's not perfect, but it was Wolfeye Studios' debut game, and I believe Wolfeye was created by some people that worked on Dishonored as well, and they did a fairly good job with Weird West. Again, had a great time with it, and for $5.99, I think it's a really solid pickup. Silent Hill 4 The Room is 30% off for $6.99. Silent Hill isn't really the franchise that I am super well versed in, but I thought, hey, this is a classic to a lot of people. A riveting Silent Hill adventure with shocking plot twists, fend off new monsters including ghosts and that defy physical reality. Visual transitions between first and third person gameplay modes. The first in the series, explore new environments including an otherworldly forest and grisly prison as well. If you're into your atmospheric horror game, certainly something to check out here with Silent Hill 4 The Room at $6.99. Not a bad shout there. And also, want to give a shout to all of the Fallout games that are discounted right now. Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition, Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition, and Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition as well. Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition is $6.59, solid price point on that. Fallout 3 is still a great game. It just had some issues on PC, but very easy to get it working, and $6.59. Good price on that. Fallout New Vegas is the game that's absolutely beloved by everyone, with Bethesda and Obsidian under the same umbrella. Man, doing a Fallout New Vegas 2 makes a lot of sense right now, but who knows if that'll happen. New Vegas is a part of the GOG preservation program, which, what better way than to kick off the preservation program with one of the most beloved RPGs of all time? That seems to be a really good strategy there. New Vegas is an absolutely iconic game, and it's funny because when New Vegas came out, and you remember the reviews, or if you remember the reviews, it was a lot of 8 out of 10s, a lot of 8.5 out of 10s, which not a bad score, but it was a lot of, hey, it's more of Fallout 3, doesn't reinvent the wheel, and it doesn't reinvent the wheel, but it's still so good. And I think, now that we're looking back at it, just assessing it as a game and not necessarily as a follow-up to Fallout 3 or, another Fallout Fallout game, just taking the Fallout 3 gameplay, you can just assess it as its own game. This game's absolutely beloved, and it's a great game. Setting is great. $7.99, no-brainer there with the DLC as well. Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition for $16 is quite pricey. This regularly goes on sale, I feel like, for $9.99 over on Steam, and on the PlayStation Store, it's $9.99. However, given that the GOG copy of Fallout 4 makes it super easy to install Fallout London, that might be why it's at a little bit of a higher price point. I don't know that to be for a fact, but $16 is still good for Fallout 4. It's a game that I enjoyed. It had an immense amount of hype and anticipation, and ultimately, the initial release definitely didn't live up to that hype and anticipation, but it ended up being a fairly good game in its own right, and I think for $16 with all the DLC, not a bad pickup there at all. Okay, so those are the deals I did want to mention over at GOG, and then we do have the Amazon Prime freebies. There are some GOG titles here. You've got Cold Canyon on GOG, you've got BioShock Complete Edition still available on GOG, BioShock 2 GOG, Deus Ex Game of the Year Edition GOG, you've got Talos Principle on GOG, you've got the Smurfs 2, The Prisoners of Greenstone, that's a GOG copy as well. Outer Worlds still available, that is a GOG copy as well. Grip, GOG copy on that. Blood West, GOG copy, and The Town of Light is a GOG copy. There's a bunch of Epic Game Store titles as well. El Hio, A Wild West Tale, another Wild West game. Republic of Jungle, you've got Hard Space Shipbreaker, you've got Jurassic World Evolution, you've got Eastern Exorcist as well, Ender Lilies, Quietus of the Night, good addition there for sure. So all of those available with your Prime Gaming subscription. Then lastly, do want to give a shout out to the Epic Game Store freebies that are quite good this week. Saber Interactive's World War Z Aftermath is available free, typically $40, but yes, it is free right now over on the Epic Game Store. I think this is an awesome freebie. Y'all should definitely go and give this a look at $39.99, especially if you have a group of friends to play with, and as long as you can convince them to get on the Epic Game Store, I mean, it's free right now, so definitely a good shout there. Interesting, because a lot of reports coming out that Saber Interactive is working with Hasbro on a game on one of their legacy IPs. It's being thrown around, could be a Transformers game. That would be incredibly exciting, given that you look at the scale of World War Z Aftermath and the scale of Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, it's pretty remarkable from that standpoint, and them working on a Transformers game would be absolute insanity. So fingers crossed that comes to fruition. But World War Z Aftermath, that is available free right now. And then Garden Story, available free as well. That typically goes for $19.99, but available free right now. Looks like the game was received really, really well. Trying to pull it up on Steam right now. Very positive reception, 1,100 reviews, 90% positive. So yeah, pretty positive there. 70 on Metacritic. Embark on a wholesome adventure to save the Grove, forage resources, combat the invasive rot, and restore your community to relax and enjoy the fruits of your labor in this charming action RPG starring a grape. So Garden Story available right now. But that's going to do it for me. Links to all of the GOG deals in the description box below. If you do buy anything from GOG, I get an affiliate kickback, which is much appreciated, and some good freebies available right now as well. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.